Hey guys, my name is Chris. I'm your dad next door, and today we're going to be taking a look at a topic of technology, considering how virtual surround sound has an impact on headphones and whether or not it actually can help your hearing when you're playing games or listening to movies and stuff. So let's check that out. Also, if you like the content that comes out of this channel, please hit the subscribe button that's down in the lower right-hand window. And then additionally, my other social media profiles in the top right here. I stream on Twitch every Tuesdays from 7 to whenever I get done, usually 11 p.m. or so, Eastern Standard Time. So come and check me out there. So to clarify, I think we all understand, or I hope we all understand, that surround sound is the ability to produce sound in different areas of your hearing or your auditory awareness is what they call it, right? So when you have true surround sound, you have speakers in different positions. Typically in a home theater setup, it's in a large room, but in a headphones, you could have small speakers lining inside of a headphone, and each of those small speakers produce sound in different positions to create an auditory awareness. So that can actually be a very expensive process because you're actually creating all the software designed into that and the way those are configured, and it's a lot more speakers. What companies have done today in order to try to give a very similar effect for a much more cost-effective solution is they've implemented a technology called virtual surround sound. Virtual surround sound is basically using phasing. It's using stereo setup, so you have only one speaker for each ear, but you use a phasing technology that allows the headphones to produce sound that is out of phase, that will make it sound like it's coming from a different position. Basically, if you think of a sine wave, if you produce that out of phase, it'll kind of be the opposite direction of what you would normally hear. So instead of hitting your ear canal at a normal position, it'll be 90 degrees out of phase. It'll put it on that opposite end of the sound spectrum. There's a lot of different proprietary solutions for this. A lot of manufacturers have their own options. I think the most popular that people would recognize would be Dolby Atmos for headphones. That's kind of getting really popular in the Windows environment. A lot of people are starting to use it to produce this virtual surround sound effect. And the benefit of that is that for games or movies or anything that's certified for Dolby Atmos, you can use any headphones you want, and it'll be able to provide that same sound quality for you. What we're going to be doing here today is we're going to be using three solutions. I have just standard stereo sound. We'll be using, I believe it's called Windows Sonic for headphones. It's Microsoft's virtual surround sound solution. And we will be using the proprietary software for these Sadie's headphones that I have that creates a virtual surround sound effect. So I'm going to be doing a auditory awareness test using Aimlab, and I'm going to do 9 tests, 3 with each setting, and I'll take the average score for each of those and try to see if there's actually a gain of awareness between one particular solution or not. So let's go ahead and get ready and get Aimlab loaded up, and we're going to go ahead and test this out and see if this virtual surround sound can actually improve your awareness of where sounds are coming from. So here I've got loaded up Aimlab, and I am currently set up to do a training session on audio spatial awareness with 8 different targets. So this will kind of set me up to have, 8 positions around me, and I will try to fire at the target that I think the sound is coming from. I'm doing this currently in just stereo sound, so we're going to see how well I can pick out 8 targets there, and then we will repeat the process, like I said, 3 times. And then we'll do the same tests for Windows Sonic and virtual sound with the Sadie's virtualization software. So we're gonna go ahead and do this, and then we will get ready to push through. Now I have no idea how well this is gonna go. I have not done this test before, so here we go. Parcel. I think Parcel is right in front of mine. So after the first 3 rounds with just the stereo sound, I've got my average scores there, and I'll present them all at the end of my findings. But what I've noticed the most difficult thing to figure out during that segment of it was if the shot fired was in the front or behind you, you couldn't tell where it was. It was, I mean, practically impossible. You know, I could get lucky if I spun really fast and was able to hear the bullet drop, but the actual fire sound, there was no sound differential in that aspect. So now we're going to do the test with the Windows Sonic for headphones and see if that makes a difference. So now you can see it's as simple as turning on this spatial sound format, right? There's Windows Sonic for headphones. So this is going to be our next test on how we do this and see what effect this has on our ability to have auditory perception, auditory awareness. So now that we have finished our second test with the Windows Sonic setup, here we are going to disable that, and then inside of my Sadie software here, we will enable the 7.1 virtual speaker shifter and see how that impacts our auditory awareness. So again, this Windows Sonic thing is a real quick on and off type of thing. And then in my Sadies, I have a couple different options here, but we're just, like I said, we're specifically looking at the speaker shifter. And all I'm going to do is enable that, and then we'll get into the game and see how that impacts that. So let's test it. So now all 3 of our tests have been completed, and as you can see, I'm honestly quite surprised at the results myself. I expected that the stereo and the virtual surround would be very, very close in score, but you can clearly tell a much higher accuracy rating with the virtual surround, which is, again, that blows me out of the water. I was not expecting the virtual surround to do that for me. I mean, the numbers are high enough of a difference that it's worth me testing using this during gameplay. Again, reaction time, I think that's on me, right? I mean, I still have an improvement over the other options with the virtual surround, but I think the reaction time is just me being, I'm not a pro gamer or anything like that. I'm just trying to do this on my own. And I don't even know why I'm still wearing these right now, but you can clearly see that I mean, across all categories, the virtual surround sound won. I am honestly dumbfounded. I've always had it turned off. I've always heard it was a gimmick. I've always understood it as not being something worth paying attention to, but I mean, the results are there. It's such a simple little test like this that can really show you a difference in what you're actually able to do with it, right? You're using the same scenario across the board all 3 times, and those are the results that turn up. Some people might say that, well, since I did the virtual surround last, I got more familiar with the test scenario, and that I was able to gimmick my way through it because I was improving naturally with time. That could be true, but still, have an accuracy rating that jumped up to almost 25% 24% exactly between stereo and virtual. I'm really surprised to see the accuracy went down with Windows Sonic. That kind of surprised me. But anyways, this is something that, you know, get in there and test. If you have a software solution for virtual surround sound, this might be something worth testing out. And again, in every game, it's not going to be beneficial, or it might not make an impact. But for something where you're trying to figure out auditory awareness of where you are, MOBA, any kind of battle arena type game or first person shooter, this might be a solution that could help you if you have a low cost gaming headset. That is a crazy turnout for that video there. I was not expecting that solution to work like that. Those numbers were just insane, the amount of difference that I saw just from something as little as virtual surround like that. Definitely something I'm going to try to test and continue to use. I might do some more testing in the future, but for the purpose of this video, I think I very clearly showed that it can be a solution that can work for some people. Again, it's not going to be 100% effective, and I'm not going to say that virtual is going to be better than perfectly surround, but this is definitely something that could potentially help your gameplay. If you disagree with me, I want to know why. I want to know what solutions you've tried and what you've tried to work through. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. It lets YouTube know that I'm providing good content for you. If you have comments or feedback for me, let me know. Again, I'm trying to provide tests, like real world test samples. I'm not a pro gamer. I'm not somebody who does this all the time, but these are just solutions that I could find out real case scenarios where I can try to test different things to provide some type of actual solution and not just put words on a forum somewhere. Yeah, I'm ready to go gaming now. So I'm going to go do that. I am Chris, your dad next door. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Give me a thumbs up, give me a thumbs down, give me comments. Let me know what you guys thought about it, and we will check in with you next time. Thanks for watching.